Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday edition of the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. I'm Naima Latif, and today we invite you to Shop with Zoe. We are going to be introducing you to some tremendous opportunities, and you can not only get a product that will help you in your daily life, but you can also make some money, and we're going to tell you how. So stay tuned, and you too can be a part of the solution. And of course, we also want to invite you to go to our Female Solution website, www.thefemalesolution.com, where you can choose which platform you want to follow us on: Facebook, YouTube, and we've also, in addition to a blog talk, we've got Podbean. So we want you to just plug on in where you fit in, and we'll be right back after this brief message. So we want you to stick and stay, don't stray away. We'll be right back with Shop with Zoe after this message. So stay with us. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money. And we are so excited that we get an opportunity to introduce you to a great potential income as well as a great product. We'll be right back after a few messages, so we invite you to stick and stay. Don't stray away. We'll be right back, so stay with us.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also three sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms. And we are here live on the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. We are so excited to be here, and this is another fantastic opportunity for you to be a part of our growth. and expansion. And what do we always say is the solution to everything? If we share. We always say on the Female Solution Global Radio TV show, we need to share our time, our talents, our finances, but most of all, our love. And when we love each other, we don't mind sharing what we have, and we don't mind sharing opportunities. So today, we want to introduce you to some opportunities to buy some fantastic products and to share the good news with people that you know that may be looking for a chance to make some money, doing something honest, and giving people a chance to enhance their lives. So you can go to our website, www.thefemalesolution.com, and go to the products page, and you will see the handy, expandable travel bag. And we want you to think about all the ways that this can enhance your life as you travel, whether it's to the store to pick up a few groceries or whether it's on a trip overseas. But it's a bag that expands and makes room for extra things. So it's easy to carry, doesn't take up much space, but it provides so much more in terms of organizing and preparing you to be able to find things as you go from here to there. It's a bag that has a place for all of your essentials, and you get an opportunity to not only purchase it, but even to sell it. We want you to also go to our page that is going to make life better for so many people. Our Prosperity Partners page. And here is where we share the wealth, because you get a chance to join us as we prosper in sharing the things that people need. So just click on the Prosperity Partners page, and you'll see that just with a touch of a few buttons on your cell phone, you can be making some money. It's amazing. But this is what our technology provides, some great opportunities. So now let's bring on the lady of the hour, one who has traveled all over the world and can tell you how important this travel bag is. Because when you're traveling, you really need something that can help you organize your things, and you can just grab it and go, and you don't have to worry about, oh, did I forget this, or did I not bring that, or do I have room for this, or what about if I want to pick up that? This bag does what you need. It has a space for everything and then some. And here she is to tell us more, our own Zoe Mine. We're here to shop Zoe.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. How are you?
So glad to be here again. Today I have
Yeah.
a wonderful Christmas gift for you.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Christmas time is travel season. You're
Yes.
going to see your
Yes.
friends. You're going to see your families. A lot of time you buy gifts to them.
Yes.
When you travel, you bring a gift and you just feel like, okay, I don't have enough bags for it. And sometimes we have our, big luggage. It's so bulky. Maybe when we leave, we bring all the gifts over there for our niece and cousins, niece and nephews and cousin and whatsoever. And when you
Yes.
probably you feel like half of my suitcase is already empty.
Yes.
Well, now we have a solution to that. It's an expandable travel bag. So it's so foldable. It's like this size. See? So small.
Ah,
Look at it, how small it is.
wow.
It's actually, when you open it, it's just a size of regular tote bag. You can see it's not very big, very lightweight. I just went to Turkey for my Thanksgiving, and then I was allowed for one actually carry on. My suitcase was not very big, but it's just very bulky. So at first they didn't allow me to take it on. I think the airlines, they have their own different size. So for you may have a suitcase may fit with one airline, but may not fit the other airline. So at the beginning, I was travel to Delta, and they say, well, your carry-on is a little bit too big. So, and then they weigh it, but it's still, within the weight of a carry-on. I said, you know what? I have only one carry-on. I don't have any bag, but I need the clothes in it. When I do transit, it might be cold when I'm doing transit. So I can't leave, I can't have this luggage to be, check in for the whole way. And even they want to do it for free. And I actually, so I took it over to the measuring little box, see if your suitcase can fit in, because the bottom of my suitcase is fixed, so it's out of the range. But the other side, the handle side is smaller, so I put it upside down, and look, it works. So they say, oh well, you know what? They let me take it to the plane, and they say, well, maybe Air France will not let you take it on.
Oh.
And yeah, so I have such a problem with the suitcase issue, but I have no problem with the my way from Paris to Istanbul with my suitcase. I was able to put it in the compartment, but on my way back, I have a hard time to put the suitcase in the compartment because of the because it's fixed, even though it doesn't have a lot of thing in it. But that's the problem. So when I came back, I said, I have to think about what I need to do the next time I travel. I don't want to have the same issue anymore. So I find this wonderful bag solve my problem. Because it's expandable. As I go along, maybe I pick up some souvenirs, then I need more space to be beyond from a personal bag size to a carry-on size, or later to even check-in size. So for the very beginning, I normally travel very light. This is gonna just enough for my almost one time I traveled for a whole week with a personal item, just personal bag. I took my son about 3 years ago. I took my son to China for basically Christmas and New Year. And we had to fly with Spirit, right? And Spirit, you can only have one personal. You cannot have a carry-on. They will charge you $55, right? Sometimes it's more than your flight tickets.
Yes.
So I traveled the whole time with a little, just a personal bag size. When I came through the custom, the Homeland Security officer looked at my bag and said, is that all you did? All you have for travel to China for almost a week? I said, yep, I travel very light. So he was just surprised at how I travel. Because I know how to fold everything, roll it.
Yes.
So it's a very small bag. But I didn't have room. I can't buy anything because I didn't have, room for any souvenirs that I really want to buy. I have, I say, well, I don't want to buy another bag for it.
Right.
So with this one, it is expandable. First of all, it's very light. I weighed it, it's like a pound. It's actually like a half a bottle of your, water bottle. You buy it, the what is 24 ounce? It's like a half of the weight. I weighed it. So it's So in this bag will not actually take up any weight, and you can really put a lot of things in it. Now we can see how it expands.
Wow.
There's a 2 zippers. If you see, there's 2 zippers.
Yeah, so that's another whole compartment.
Yeah, then we actually expand.
Wow.
See, now it's actually a little bit larger. And then I think this one is still considered probably a carry-on. No, a carry-on. It's actually a little personal. You can put underneath your the seat. See, this one is soft and flexible. Look at this. You can see how small it is. You can still put under your seat. So you right now is still on as a personal bag size. And if you buy more souvenirs and things like that, and you need more space, and then you actually will have to go carry-on size, then here we go. The second zip will do the magic.
Wow.
So like that.
That is great. That is
And this
great.
one, if you actually have a big suitcase, here's something you can actually put the handle through. You don't need to carry it. You can put it on top of your other suitcase. Right here. So yeah, and then inside is so spacious.
Oh wow. Look at all that room.
Yeah, a lot of space here. You can put your small items like your card and then your dog here. And another back pocket here. You can put things.
I mean, there literally is a space for everything.
Yes. So this one is so beautiful, and then it's almost waterproof. Waterproof. Yeah, and I like the color. So I'm going to travel to Orlando again. So this bag gonna come very handy for me.
Yeah.
To get it, because my other ones I can't. Even though it's a personal size, but it's hard to put underneath seats. And then I have to put on in the overhead compartment, even though I'm not supposed to, and I just. But so this way I don't have to. It's really going to go underneath the seats very easily. So I'm so happy about this. And this is it's $19.99.
Yes. And it's on sale because, a bag like that would be $25 and more. And of course, we're giving it to you at a great discount. And you have a chance to get this bag in time for it to be a gift or something you give yourself.
It's definitely it's a good Christmas gift. And I think you'll talk about travel. I think a lot of people just feel like, people have a fear of traveling. They don't want to go out of their comfort zone. They don't want to. A lot of people probably have never go very far from their own neighborhood. But what I learned traveling, I was just in Turkey for Thanksgiving, and when I was there, I actually feel, you know what? I don't mind living in Turkey for some time. There's so much to learn. Yeah. Actually, when you're in a different country, different culture, and you think, first of all, people are just people. everybody, they are very nice. They every day they go about their own life just like you do, and they are not there to just um, kick you and beat you. People try to be friend with one another. When I was walking on the street, they say hi. So many people say hi to me. You just
Yeah.
feel like, wow, you really enjoy living there. So I think sometimes when we live, we are getting comfortable with our own circle. You may sometimes develop a little fear of venture out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And then you do not see the potential of yourself, that you actually can do a lot of things than you normally believe.
Yes.
So sometimes you just have to venture out to see the limit of yourself.
Yes.
And so I highly recommend to travel outside, and it's not very expensive. With the US dollar, luckily we live and receive income in US dollars. So when you go to other countries, except in Western Europe, they are more expensive. But any of the Caribbean or Latin America or Asia and like Africa, our dollars can go very, very far.
Yes.
So if you
Know
think
that. Yeah.
you are struggling with make ends meet of your daily life here, think to go to another country.
Yes.
And then you learn so much. It's not just I'm just trying to live day by day. No, when you go to another country, you actually learn so much about the other culture and about yourself. And sometimes when we feel like we don't know what's going on with the world of our own life, and we need some time to find ourselves and ourselves in the whole world. Go to another country, and you can actually have time to reflect of yourself, your life, and the world, and you will gain a new perspective. You will be a lot happier when you come back. That's how I felt, because I'm facing being an empty nester next year. So I was going through a lot of emotions, and I do not know what I want to do, where I want to be. I know it's going to be a new chapter of my life. And I don't want to do what I have been doing for the past almost 30 years next year, that living in the United States. I learned a lot. I find myself, I'm very happy for what I have accomplished. But I think I want to start a new chapter of my life by travel around and living in another country.
Yes.
It's the same. I spend my 24 hours in Chicago, which is going to be the same as the past 30 years, or I spend another 24 hours in a different culture, just like what I did in Turkey. I walk all over Istanbul, and I just to see how people go about their life, the architecture, the culture, the history, and then just different people. And then we realize we are so in common with one another.
Yes.
We hear one another. I think here, one thing I kind of get a little bit not comfortable is the fear mongering around here. You fear about people of the crime, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The politics, the world, and then the media try to say, oh, fear. You know, they actually in try to put in your brain, they actually want to implant fear in your brain. So you cannot live a stress-free life.
Yes, yes.
I think we need to take control of our own life. What do we want to see and what do we want to hear? We don't want any fear mongering
Yes.
because we don't have to. You know, God is the protector. You know, if we don't have fear of one another, there will be no war.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There would be no war. And that's why it's important for us to travel so that we can get to know each other. And that's why we need this important all-purpose bag. And show them the bag again one more time, because you want to take this bag as something that is comfortable to carry. And if you know how to, like Zoe said, you know, roll up your clothes the right way, you can fit a whole lot of things in there. And even if you're going a far distance, you can take everything you need, because you might want to get one of those inexpensive flights like Spirit that charges you if you have extra bags. But if you can manage to take everything in one bag, that would just be a lifesaver. And you'll have all your necessary papers, your passports, your ID, your keys, your toiletries and everything.
Yeah, I like this one. You know, from here they have this small you know, compartment here. You know, when you have flight tickets,
Yes.
and your in your phone, you don't want to put in the bag, and then when you need to check in or anything, you show your document, you just can't find there, right?
Oh,
it's right here.
That moment of panic. Oh, did I leave it at home? Oh no. Yes.
Yeah, so this is it right here. You put it here.
Good place to put
your phone. This is perfect to put your phone. You know, you don't have to dig into it, because I love travel with just one bag. A personal bag is the best.
That's what I like to do. I don't like to have to remember a lot of things. If I have one bag and it has everything in it, then I don't have to try to remember, okay, did I have 3 bags? I have 4 bags, and did I forget a bag? You know, if I can possibly travel with just one bag, I will carry that bag everywhere. I don't care if it matches my shoes or anything. I don't like to switch bags. If I have a bag that has all of my things that I know I need, I'll just carry that bag all the time, because I know and I'll figure out where everything goes. You know, my keys will go in this part, my wallet will go in this part, my important papers will go in this part. You know, and I have a section for everything, and I know it's there, so I never take it out of the bag. And that way, when I'm in a hurry, I can just grab the bag and go. And if you're a person who does a lot of running around or even a lot of traveling, you want to have a bag that you can depend on to have everything. And you don't have to worry about that you accidentally leave something important, because you already got it pre-packed for when you get ready to travel.
Yeah, so with this one bag, you see, when you travel, you know, even for a personal, you just open one zipper, so it's already big. So you put your shoes, your clothes, your toiletry, everything, books, whatever, computer inside.
Yes.
When you get to the hotel, you take your shoes out, you hang your clothes out, and you put a zipper bag. And then it become your daily shopping bag.
Yes.
So you don't need to bring, you know, all different kind of bag anymore. This is your little daily shopping bag that you can come with. Because see, now it's just a daily carry. It's not for travel. It's because the size.
Yes.
It's just a regular tote bag.
Yes.
Yes. It's like you see?
Yes. You can carry it like a light
bag. I'm so happy with this bag. I'm just ready to use it in 2 weeks. No, 1 week I'll be travel to Orlando again.
Right.
And after I take my shoes off, there's gonna be one I will go to the beach. So it becomes a beach bag.
And have your extra slippers in there for when you're on.
Yeah. So now it's not your travel bag, it's a beach bag.
Yes. So, and let's see, we've got a comment there from Diana says, Grand Rising Queens, can that hang over your larger luggage that's on wheels? So like, you've got the luggage.
Yes,
thing.
yes. You see, from here, there's like an opening here. That's where your your handle going
Can fit
through.
right through there.
So
Oh,
this
that's
one
great.
will sit on your actually larger luggage.
Yes. Oh,
It's not, the other one
couch made for
you use this one, they will sling here and there, right?
Yes.
This
So
one you
it fits
actually
right
go
in there
through
tight.
here.
Great question. See, now we see it's actually made for that.
Mm-hmm. Put it on top of your larger luggage.
Yes.
And this one is you can do a carry-on.
Yes,
So
and that's really helpful.
Yeah.
Because you really need a large carry-on for things. So many things you want to make sure you have with you, and you don't want to have to pack it, because every now and then things happen, luggage gets delayed or misplaced, but your essentials you want to have with you. So you need a bag that's big enough to carry those things, so that even if something happens and your luggage gets temporarily misplaced, you can still function and you have enough space for those things. You've got enough space for maybe an emergency change of clothes if your bags don't show up for a day before you get where you're going, after you get where you're going. So, it's good to have something that you can carry on that meets the requirements, but also is big enough. So,
and I think this is the design.
yes.
I think most of the bags do not have this one. They are not designed to actually securely sit on your large luggage.
Right.
Normally they just use this one to make do, but it's not as secure as this one.
Right. That will hold it steady. That's always good.
Yeah. So
around.
It's I'm super happy with this bag. So I think like I said, let's venture out.
Yes.
Like this morning, I was after I came back from Egypt, Turkey, and I think I want to learn another language.
Yes.
And then I was thinking, well, I'm actually studying Spanish now.
Yes.
So.
¿Cómo está usted?
Muy bien. You do? So yesterday I was practicing too. So I think when I'm 50 years old, I want to learn 2 languages, which is Spanish. At first I thought only one is enough. Now since I'm going, my trip to Turkey, I kind of want to learn more about Islamic culture.
Yeah.
And then because I was mesmerized by the beauty of those mosques, the architecture, and also the scriptures, the writing. Oh my goodness! I just say, you know what? I have to learn how to read them, especially as growing up as a Chinese Muslim. We have many home decoration has Islamic
Arabic.
Yeah, the scriptures.
Yeah.
And I have no clue,
What does
and
it
I
say?
feel like, I don't know what that means. So I think, you know what? When I'm, become an empty nester, I want to have time to learn.
Yeah.
I want to be the student again, and then keep me young, and then always feel I'm accomplishing something every day that validate my own self-worth.
Right.
So I think for empty nesters, I just find a new way to enjoy life, to learn a language, learn a culture. So I'm just looking forward, and so I was studying to, I'm deciding if I want to move to Turkey or Egypt. But I think if I want to learn Arabic, I probably will move to Egypt for a while to learn the Islam culture, about other part of my DNA, and then be able to read simple Arabics.
Yes, that's a wonderful plan, and I think anybody who seriously travels really needs to study language, because people treat you a little differently when you know a bit of their language. They feel like they feel more like you respect them. They see you more as a person and not as a foreigner. So it's just a few words. If you can start out, it really does make a difference on the quality of the kind of friendships you make. We got to take a quick break, but we'll be back and we'll tell you more about how you can get involved, perhaps even as someone who makes money in selling products, because that's really how a lot of international business starts. You find a product overseas while you're traveling and you bring it back home, and people want to buy it because they don't have it where you live. So it's a great start. We'll talk about that when we come back, and we want you to stick and stay. Don't stray away. You can find our Podbean link on our Facebook page, the Female Solution Facebook page, if you want to listen in. And you can call in. We'll give you the call-in number of 312-721-6428. But we'll be right back, so stay with us.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
www.thefemalesolution.com/products is where you can go to get this travel bag. And if you have some statements that you'd like to make, of course, you can go right to our YouTube and Facebook page. And if you'd like to call in and comment, we're going to put a number up on the screen that you can give us a call. And that is 312-721-6428. That's 312-721-6428. If you've got some questions you'd like to verbalize about the handy collapsible, the handy expandable travel bag that will give you something you can use as a carry-on that's very convenient, and also it is a way that you can prepare for your travel by putting everything in those compartments, and you know you got everything you need, and you don't have to worry about if you forgot anything. That's always my nightmare. And every time I get ready to go someplace, I'm in a frenzy because I'm trying to remember everything. So I've learned to make a list, and then put everything in a specific spot in my bag so I know I have it. And I get kind of maniacal because my family watches me go back and forth. I'll go out to the car, and then I'll come back in because I forgot something else. I'll go out to the car and come back in because I forgot something else. And so I finally learned to pack my bag the day before, so I know for sure that I have everything I need. And this is the right kind of bag for me because I know everything I need has a place where I can fit it, and then I'll just put it in that same place every time. So that way I don't have to think. It's just such a relief to have something that fits what you need. so that you don't worry about forgetting essential things. So that helped me a great deal. So, of course, for those who want to speak, you can give us a call, 312-721-6428. And we are live on Podbean today. And you can go to our website, www.thefemalesolution.com, and you'll see all of the links to the various platforms we are on today. And just pick one, whichever suits you. If you want to listen or if you want to watch, just pick one. You scroll down to the Tuesday show, Shop with Zoe, and just pick a link where you want to interact with us, and we'll be glad to give you this wonderful opportunity to get your travel bag. And another thing that I wanted to address when you mentioned about the fear factor, because a lot of people have never really gone anywhere far because the things that they see about people are not complimentary. They see the worst. And I would always encourage people, when you travel, try to plan a place where you can go to just the regular neighborhoods and get to know some real people. I think I was able to do that when I went to China. I was only there for maybe a day or two, but my daughter booked me at this hotel that was very much in the hood, a regular neighborhood, but she wanted me to have an authentic Chinese experience. But everybody was very nice and very helpful and very friendly. And it's a different experience than when you're, way up in some ritzy hotel where you really don't see anybody but foreigners. I got a chance to really interact with real people from the country. And it was a different kind of experience. And I think when you go someplace, intermingle with, the native people, as they say. But that's why it's good to learn those languages. Please, thank you, hi, how are you? My name is, what's your name? Where are you from? Some basic phrases just to make friends. And you'd be surprised the kind of relationships that can develop from total strangers just because you could speak a few words in their language and we're willing to learn more. I think that also makes a difference.
Yeah, this morning, actually, I think I on my YouTube short video feed, is about, I think, African from Ghana.
Yeah.
He lives in China, and he actually goes around China to show off his Chinese.
Wow.
And and he just recorded how ordinary Chinese see a black man the first time in their life. And they were all surprised. And this morning he was having, I think, share a table at lunch with two Chinese young girls, and he was speaking Chinese to those girls. The Chinese dad tell to the girl, say, see, can you speak English to him because he's speaking Chinese to you? And then don't you feel like you need to study harder because he actually knows your language and you don't know his language?
Yeah.
So you see, people are just ordinary people. We are curious about each other, and we try to actually build bridges to each other by speaking their language and encourage each other. And I just feel like there's no fear. I mean, when I grew up in China, my first 25 years, I never had a sense of fear. Mm-hmm. And nobody actually say who's who, actually like a government, the gossip is one thing, but it's as a government, I never feel, at least my, I probably get to, like from the 80s on, not so much, somebody's trying to get you. But here I feel now it's just like, always some people tell, somebody going to endanger us. No, I think we shouldn't be told to put our guard on and then treat other people as our enemies, as something they are, going to ready attack us anytime. When you go out of the country, no, nobody want to do that, because nobody actually have a politics as their daily bread and then live on it. Only the politicians and the media. So
That's
we
true.
we are ordinary people. We are not politicians, and we are not the propagandists.
Right.
So for us to live free from fear, free from stress, let's travel.
Yes.
And then how to finance our travel? Like just Naima said, when you travel to another country, you always find something that is so so special that you want to share with your friends and family.
Yes.
And their friends, their family.
Yes.
And then for you to bring that special piece of culture to your friends and family, you actually can make a living out of it.
Yes.
And that's how you finance your travel around the world, because the technology is available for you, that you do not have to operate your own shop, your own business in your own neighborhood. You can actually operate your business on digital world that connects everyone. So I just feel like, today the technology let you live as a nomad anywhere in the world, but still connected with your family and the friends. Yeah. And with that actually opened a new a window of life.
Yes. And that's really how international business grows. People travel places, they discover something that isn't where they live, and they decide to bring it back. And next thing you know, people are ordering it, so you go and get some more. But the thing is, as you said, with the technology, you don't always have to physically go back and forth. Once you make the connection, you can just arrange for more products to be sent to you, and you can be the person that takes the orders. So it's so easy to become an international business person. So, you can have fun of traveling, and like you say, you can actually finance your travel by selling products.
And I think that's the female solution we have here.
Yeah.
Let's build women digital entrepreneurship, our business online, and we can travel around the world, and then we can bring the product back to our friends and family and teach our friends and family to live a life like this, that we can live a life of freedom, stress-free.
Yes.
With no fear.
And the thing that this technology allows us to do is to create a source of income without having to work hours and hours and hours the way we may have done in our younger years, where basically you only made so much per hour. But now you can be making money online exponentially and not even go anywhere, not have to even do anything. Just, be in front of a device, be in front of your cell phone and tap a few buttons.
Yeah, your phone, your iPad is your business.
Yeah.
That's your store.
Yes.
And I think then you actually carry your business with you in your travel bag.
Yes.
Is your iPad?
Isn't that
your
amazing?
Phone. And all the information in it.
Yeah.
So so this is gonna be my store. I'm carrying my store every day, everywhere I go. So I think as mothers, we should think that way. I think mothers so important, and I always admire, African American mothers. They are so strong, and at least because I'm more conversed with our age group, this generation. I just feel like the African American mothers are so knowledgeable of the world,
Yes.
so sensitive to the world. And I'm not so sure about the younger ones, like in the 30s. I think a lot of time they talk too much, but they don't really know much. They're like airhead, like to talk, but no substance. And
Yeah.
you know, they just get, some kind of a degree from, I don't know what university or college, and they can challenge. Well, I admire their guts, but I also see the danger of it because they can talk, and when they get to the position, they can do damage to the society.
Because of how they've been conditioned to think. Sometimes people get a better education just traveling after high school more than even going to college, because college gives you the theory of things, but if you go out and live life, you actually have the substance of things because you have the experience of things. And I've seen, not to put down college education, but I've seen people who have lived life, they have a different perspective than people who just read about life. So I think if you really want to expand your mind, you need to go to places, you need to see things, you need to experience life for yourself so that you have the wisdom of experience. I've known so many people with, like you say, all kinds of degrees, but they didn't have the experiences that would have matured them. And unless they really interacted with people on a college campus that were different from them, they didn't really grow socially. Now, of course, I went to a University of Nebraska, and had a chance to meet people from all around the world. And I also interacted with them, which helped me get to know their cultures. We did different things, like we would have, an interculture night. And so we got to eat different people's food and see different dances. We did those kinds of activities. But you have some people, they never step out, like you say, their comfort zone. They never step away from the people they know, maybe the friends they went to high school with, or, people from their neighborhood. They just never go out and meet different people. So they still hold those same fears and those same prejudices. They didn't take the opportunity to expand and get to know different people. And if you do like that, then you really didn't get the benefit of having a college education.
This college, I feel they are building echo chambers.
Yes, they are.
I think, so you see, a lot of time the views are so similar because they are, those are by design. And they do not really let you to see another alternative theory. And that because they want to tell you they want to put a fear to you by saying the alternative theory can be dangerous. But it's up to us to actually find out which one is correct. Because, I think especially in America, that what I learned in my 30 years, they really try to shape your view. As much as I was conditioned when I was in China, my first 25 years, it's just what I know in my first 25 years is almost totally opposite to what I learned my almost 30 years in America. So I'm actually caught in between of two totally opposite theory. Then which one work for you? You have, it's not, nothing is right or wrong. It's actually what works for you. You have to pick up, like life is a box of chocolate. You have to choose the one fit that to your taste. It's not they say, oh, the white chocolate is better, the dark chocolate is bad. No.
You have to see which one you like.
You have to find the one you like. So you have to be, for you to know the dark chocolate is good or bad, you have to be able to taste it. You cannot just say, oh, someone tells the white chocolate is the best.
You don't know. That's their opinion.
You don't know. So it's, so it's up to us. Go across the cultural barrier to experience and to learn. And then that's all. I feel happy. I don't feel a stress or fear because I was able to cross these two opposing ideology,
Yes.
and then see what actually worked for me.
Right.
And then I will pursue that path. I'm not going to be told this life is good for you, that life is bad for you. No, we are beyond that. And then we are very smart. I think the only thing stop us from experience that freedom is someone try to put fear in our mind.
Mm.
And I
That's it. Yes.
yeah. So, and then the world is so big. God created this world is so fantastic. We should not waste our time not by seeing it. Be, cuddle in our own little basement, cave. You actually do not see the wonder of the world that God created for us. You miss out so much. I think when I came back from Turkey, I was become more energetic. I actually, before I left, I was experiencing a little bit down because, facing life-changing event next year, become an empty nester. And I just feel a little bit lost. But after my 5-day vacation in Turkey, I see what, so much I can do and so much I can experience. And I encourage all of you, be fear-free. Live a life of fear-free, then you will not have stress.
I agree. Get rid of the fear. And if you ought to like that quote, life is a box of chocolates, the Forrest Gump philosophy.
Yeah, I love that.
But it is, all the different varieties. You never know what's inside. You got to try and see what you like, because your taste might not be somebody else's taste. So try it for yourself. Yeah.
Life is box. I think that's the only line I actually remembered, and that that was a 90. I think the movie came out in 93, right?
Yes. Yes, and Viata says traveling is like a new classroom where we learn new important lessons. Definitely.
I can't agree more.
Different.
Definitely. I just love it, and then you actually know yourself more. I think it's not about other people. It's not, traveling is not about learning about the other people, your other culture. By you interacting with other people in a totally different surrounding, you see so much of yourself. You actually recognize your self-worth.
Yes.
A lot of time people just give a little credit of themselves. And I think that's the thing, you actually undervalue yourself. Yeah. When you go outside, you see how much you can accomplish, and people compliment you all the time.
Yes.
You need that.
Yes.
You need that.
You need a different view of yourself. And I think people who have never left the United States, they don't know what it feels like to be admired by people who are different than you. And Viata says, I went on a cruise 12 years ago where I met and talked to people from many countries. Now, how valuable is that experience to be able to meet people from all over the world? You just have a different perspective, because here in America, we hear the same thing, the same ideas. Everybody, people think they have, freedom, but what freedom is it when you've already been programmed what to think? So you don't even know that you don't know. So when you go other places and talk to other people, you see they have a whole different perspective on life, different values. And we need to hear that. We really need to be around people whose values are different. Sometimes your quality of life is different. So one more time, show people that travel bag that they need to get so that they...
This is going to be my new partner.
Yes.
My new partner in life. Travel around the world with my business inside my iPad, my phone, in my digital business.
Yes.
As I think as a woman, that's where our freedom come from.
Yes. Yes.
We don't, we can create our own wealth, and then the world is already open up for us.
Yes.
And everything can be packed in this travel bag.
Yes. So you wanna get something that is all purpose. You can take it everywhere, and it can be someplace you go where you're dressed up or dressed down, or it doesn't matter. You can go to the beach where you're hardly dressed at all.
It's almost like us. We are flexible.
It's
The
flexible.
bag,
Yes.
the bag is flexible. We are flexible.
That's
We
right.
can dress up like a queen.
Mhm.
We can dress down like the
A regular,
girl next door.
the girl next door. That's right. It's all purpose bag. So you need to get it. Shop with Zoe. Get that handy travel bag, just $19.99. We got to take another quick break, and we'll be right back. And you can give us a call if you want to talk to us, and we will hear your voice. And of course, as always, we appreciate our loyal viewers and listeners. And we have expanded so that we can offer you many different opportunities to reach us and talk to us. And of course, you can give us a call at number right on the bottom of your screen, 312-721-6428. And of course, also you can see, or you can hear us on the on-air radio network. And if you got an email, you can email me at thefemalesolution.com and call in 312-721-6428. And of course, we'll be glad to hear from you. So we'll be right back after this quick break. So stay with us.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also three sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms.
And we are back. You're listening to and watching the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. And you can go to our website, and you can not only get your handy expandable travel bag, you can also get your hiney warmer and fold it up and put it in there, because that's something you want to have with you when you are going different places and using other people's bathrooms. So, we're going to give you a lot of different travel items that you can use that will make your journey more enjoyable. And you can go to www.thefemalesolution.com/products, and that will give you a chance to order right online and get something that you can possibly give as a gift, if not to yourself, then maybe to those who, would need something that makes life a little easier. That's what we want to do for you. So go to www.thefemalesolution.com/products. Now, if you see yourself as perhaps getting up on a cold morning and having to answer that call of nature, and you hesitate because you're going to meet a cold seat, well, we advise you to be kind to your behind. You get the hiney warmers, and that's going to give you a chance to really have a comfortable call of nature. We certainly
Yes,
do
so
want
the
you
winter,
to.
I think the winter is here now.
Yes, the winter's here now. We are
Yesterday I
definitely
saw I was driving to the western suburbs and there's snowflakes. I said, whoa! And today's kind of cold. So now this thing comes handy when you need to get up in the morning, in the middle of night, or like, and have to answer nature call.
Yes.
But you don't want to sit on that cold, hard surface.
No, you do not.
And here's the toilet seat warmer, high-end warmer for you. So you can still feel the warmth of home rather than the cold reality. This is, you don't want to face the cold reality.
No, you do not.
Yes. So, like I said, we have a little, I think we are actually have a little challenge that who going to have the best promotion, like promotion commercials, that how you demonstrate to your friends and ask them, what do they think what this is? And I don't know if any of you know how to use it. Actually, here is actually a little diagram show you how to put it on, because it's counted to
diagram. You get instructions just in case you can't figure it out.
It is not. I think because when I first time, I didn't know how to use it. So, and after my mom left, I watched it. I couldn't figure out how to put it on.
Yes.
Because it's so there's a little diagram here to tell you how to use it.
There you go.
But anyway, it's a $9.99 for it's a great gift for your grandma, grandpa.
Yes.
You know,
something the whole family will enjoy.
Yes. And they, grandma, grandpa probably have everything in their world.
Well, I guess Viada's getting ready for it. If you make a trip south, she said, Zoe, if you're coming to Orlando, you can bring my travel bag with you and I'll meet you. I'm traveling to Georgia on January 1st. Oh, okay. We need a travel bag and a hiney warmer for Viada so she can.
Well, actually, I think I'm arriving January 1st in the morning. So hopefully we can catch up.
Yes.
What time is your flight? What time is your flight?
Yes. Yeah. Make sure you make that hookup. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
So you can have all of the things that you need when you are traveling. I don't know if you're going by plane or car or train, but definitely if you're going by plane or train, you're gonna have to stop and use some. Well, either way, even by car, you have to stop and use some toilets that are public, and you want to have your own private seat. So that's good to have. And then of course, you need your travel bag because you want to have that bag that you can jump out of the car with, and it has all your things in it. You don't have to haul all your suitcases every time you get out to do something. So it's good to have that even if you're traveling by car. So yeah, we'll have to make sure you all have that hookup so that you can get what you need as you travel. And I think a lot of times when people get ready to go someplace, I used to do this all the time. I would overpack because I'm thinking, how many pairs of shoes will I change into? Or what if I go to a nice event and then I go to a casual event? Well, I have to have a pair of shoes for each thing. So the process of packing really requires you to think so you can be efficient. So it's good to have a bag that has your essentials in it, so things aren't scattered all over the place and you're digging through suitcases to find something you really should have had with you, and you pack so much stuff you can't find the little things that you need. So it's a good way of helping you organize your packing so that you don't overpack and you do put your essentials in one spot where they're easy to reach. I used to overpack all the time when I traveled, and I would take 10 books I'm thinking I'm going to read. You never even open one of them, because you're too busy interacting with people. But I was always thinking, I'm going to need this. What if I need that? What if I decide I'm going to do that? And I took so much unnecessary things. So I think a good organized travel bag would help me to really narrow down what's essential so I don't overpack, overcarry, and take more than is necessary. And Beata said, I've learned to travel with one pair of shoes. Now that's smart. Get a pair of shoes that are comfortable, yet nice if they need. Like the bag, you can dress it up or dress it down, but you don't need 10 pairs of shoes if you're gonna be away for a 5-day trip.
I think I did that with my trip to Turkey. I just have one pair of shoes on my feet the whole time, a gym shoe, because I walk a lot, in that pair of shoes. So, yeah, that I hear you. I think we can be good travel buddies because we travel the same. I travel with one carry-on, one personal bag for a whole week to China.
Good.
Can you believe? So yeah, I can travel in one pair of shoes.
Yeah. I think when we recently went to Georgia, I think both Zelda and I, we had one bag, a couple of changes of clothes in the one bag, and of course it was stuffed to the hilt. But I was glad I didn't carry a whole bunch of bags because you never know how long you have to walk between destinations in the airport, and we were of course, glad that we were coming to visit friends, members of the Female Solution family with, Dr. Debbie and Jody. And, we had a great time, but we didn't have to carry a whole bunch of stuff. And the airport in Atlanta is very large. So if you have to walk a long distance, if first of all, if you have to take a big suitcase, make sure it's one of the ones that roll easily. But if you don't have to really carry a whole lot of things, if you're not going to stay that long and you really only need one pair of shoes, you can wear those shoes you're wearing. And then maybe that change of clothes you can carry in the one bag, the one travel bag that we've got here. And that might be all you need for, a weekend trip or something like that.
Some of the travel bags, they actually come with wheels. So they actually go even, if you become a carry-on, then they will then we'll have a wheels. You just wheel to the to be checked in. But I don't like the one. I don't like the one with the wheels. So, but still, I think the purpose of this channel not only to introduce you some new product that you can buy for yourself, your family, and also we are coaching people to open their digital business, so finance their lifestyle at home or overseas. And then I think and we, especially our mothers or want to have an exciting life after 50, right?
Right.
So this is the thing. And then we can travel around the world we can share our experience and then bring the special culture, the product to your friends and family. And
Yeah.
then, so that finances our freedom. You know,
Yeah.
freedom is the key
Def-
to be de-stressed.
Definitely. And having a source of income that is working while you're enjoying leisure, that will really keep you relaxed. So we encourage you, if you know that you like little things and you like sharing things, well, we've made it real easy for you to be a prosperity partner. Go to www.thefemalesolution.com/prosperity-partner and just fill out that form that lets us know that you are ready to share in the prosperity of these products. You don't have to even do any selling. It's so simple. Just copy the link and send it to your friends via text message. Put your rep number, which your prosperity partner number is your cell phone number, so that we know that the referral came from you, and your percentage of the sale is sent to you every week that you are sharing these products. And all you have to do is make a few taps on your cell phone, and you can be making money in your sleep. So that's how you want to live. You want to have a stream of income that doesn't require you to spend hours and hours of fighting traffic and sitting in an uncomfortable office, or working in a stuffy environment, or having your feet hurt because you're on your feet all day. None of that. We want you to be able to enjoy your prosperity that's coming to you because other people are buying products. That's what makes the world go around. And we want you to be a part of that prosperity. So go to www.thefemalesolution.com/prosperity partners, and you'll be glad you did, because it doesn't take but a tap on your cell phone to put money in your pocket.
Yeah, for those ones are still making minimum wage after 50, you really have to think. If
Yeah.
you are having a second job and then working on a minimum wage as a second job, you need to rethink where you're actually your investment, your back, your capital before it's the money, actually your time. And your time is worth more than the minimum wage. You should not undersell yourself. So that's why you need to work on have your own digital business that you actually define how much you're worth, not let the government or someone else. I think that's that comfort of getting a paycheck. That's a false assurance. I think we should be. We are worth much more than that minimum wage. The minimum wage is for teenagers, not for mothers or fathers, because we are so much more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's no way, especially if you're supporting a family, that you should be struggling with a minimum wage job. If that's what you have, well, that's what you have. But that's why you need another income that isn't taking up more of your time. If you're working a full-time minimum wage job and you get another full-time minimum wage job, then here you are, you're struggling with two minimum wage jobs, barely making your obligations, and having no time to enjoy your family or friends. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? And do you want to do that for the next 20 years of your life? Or do you want to do something simple like make money because other people are buying products? That's why we want to give you this opportunity to share in the prosperity. Be a partner with us and prosper because other people are buying things that they like. And we simply pay you because you've sent the link to our products page. It's so simple. And yet, people buying and selling is what makes people wealthy all over the world. You look at all the people who get paid because people are buying and trading stocks, or buying and trading items, and they're getting a percentage because they own a part of the company, and just all kinds of ways that people are making money because other people are spending money. That's how you want to get paid, not that hourly wage is taking up all day and half your night and you don't even have time for your children.
And also the problem with minimum wage job is actually you are penalized for working minimum wage. You know why? Because you pay so much tax.
Yes.
Then in America, I feel probably is one of the few countries they penalize you working for minimum wage.
Yeah.
Because in other country, like you know what? Because my friend who were actually the ones in Orlando, I hope I would like to introduce you. But I guess Veda, to meet my friends, that how they start their own businesses in and being a high school dropouts.
Wow.
From from rural China and become millionaire within 20 years. Okay.
Wow.
How? Because in China, when you have a small business, at a certain percentage, unless you become big, you don't pay tax. Because they reward you to work for yourself. You don't pay tax. And then, when you work for minimum wage, you pay so much tax.
Wow.
And that's, you probably pay more tax than Donald Trump. Is that fair?
It's definitely not fair. Well, we're joined with our dear sister of the microphone, Zelda Speaks. So, Zelda, you can speak to us now. She is, I believe, in the gym getting those tight abs and firm thighs and all that stuff. Yes. She's getting ready for her next trip to Jamaica. She can be on the beach with that swimsuit.
I don't know about the swimsuit, but the sun sitting on the beach will definitely do.
Yes.
I'm very grateful to be back in the U.S.
Yes.
But I'm not very grateful. To be in this cold, coming from 88 degrees to what it is now. It's a challenge, but I'm here to be sweating it out this morning. So
yes.
I couldn't be on camera because you didn't want to see me like this. But I want to thank both of you ladies for awakening the consciousness of people, because people are tired. People are tired of working long hours. People are tired of being taxed on their wages, and then when they go to buy something, they're being taxed on that. So it's just like taxation forever.
Yes.
So that's one of the benefits of being a prosperity partner.
Yes.
Is that you can share in the wealth, and that's what I love about this program. And I want to say thank you, Zoe,
yes.
for bringing that to the female solution, because it has awakened souls such as yourself and others who listen to the female solution.
Yes.
And we can make a difference. We can stop running ourselves into the ground and working endless hours for big taxation. I remember working in corporate America, and I get my check, and it's like, I'm paid 80 hours, and this is all I get? Oh,
I know.
And then you're taxed on that, too. So,
I know.
As the late director, poet, author, phenomenal woman, Dr. Maya Angelou would say, before you face the day, face the spirit that is within you, and always trust that spirit will guide you where you need to go.
Absolutely.
And going to a job is not the end-all answer. Yes, you got to go to job, you got to pay bills, and yada, yada, yada. But you got some extra time, too. And you need to do it before the job or after the job.
That is true.
The choice is yours. So thank you for that awakening, because somebody needs to hear that this morning as they prepare to go to work. I'm like, yeah, shit,
absolutely.
I can do something different. You want something different? You got to do something outrageous.
That is right.
To make the decision to go within and trust the process, because the Creator will show you what you need to do, and it's not 8 hours, 10, 12, 16 hours on the clock. So thank you for sharing that. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of the Female Solution and the Prosperity Partners.
Absolutely.
Yes, Zelda.
Yes. So
Sorry for being out of breath, but I had to get my legs in because my walk ankle and my workout in because I'm a senior, so I sit on my butt all day. On the computer, so
I do understand. Yeah, well, that's a smart thing to do, definitely. And you know, being in that warm climate does make you appreciate being in that warm climate, because you know, when you come back here and then you realize that's a lot of reason why people are so relaxed there, because the weather is pleasant, and so you're not, you know, shivering and trying to make sure you got enough layers on and all of that.
Right.
It's
the stress it causes on your body.
I
felt stressed immediately when I hit O'Hare.
Oh,
yes. I felt the energy shift.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not something I want to be in. It's like, but it's home. It's where I live, so I got to go back. Yeah. I don't know how long. I'm trying to make a move. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, I think that it's a healthy thought, just like Zoe is planning to do some world traveling, learn some languages and all of that.
Yes.
We really have to think globally. And that's one thing we try to do with this show, is help you to see outside of your comfort zone, your neighborhood, your city. You are a world citizen. Everywhere in the world is accessible in the space of a few hours. So you can literally be halfway across the world within a day's time. So we have to think, even so, that's why when we think of doing business, you got to think, what does the world need? And that's what makes business grow. When you think of the things that are helpful for all of humanity, well, that means the whole world is your potential client. So sell to the world. That's why selling online is so profitable, because it reaches everywhere. And you're going to have clients of people all over the world buying from you. The sky's the limit.
Yes. Doesn't get any better than that.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Excuse me, sometimes you have to leave the United States in order to see that.
Yes.
That's why to get a passport, you need to get out of this country, one of the greatest countries in the world, but you need to get beyond this country to see what else the world has to offer. Because there's so much more than America. That's what I love about Zoe. She came here from another country, and she sees, because she's not from this country. She lives in another country.
Sees the opportunities.
She sees things that we don't see.
Right.
She sees opportunities that we don't see. So thank you for this, Zoe.
Yes.
You're welcome. You know, I'm so happy to be, be among you. You know, we learn from each other. You know, we all grow, and then we build our confidence, and then being the sisterhood. I love the sisterhood. You know.
Yes.
That's what I love about us, this group, and I think we should get more people get involved. Maybe we call it a sisterhood club, and that actually we can share with each other how to do digital business.
Yes,
because probably a lot of people don't know how to do it.
You know, they might think because a lot of people, especially of a certain age bracket, they didn't really grow up with computers the way the recent generation did, and they just might feel like they're not smart enough. And that's why we made this partnership program so simple. You don't have to think. All you have to do is go to our website, www.thefemalesolution.com/prosperity-partners, and right there, instructions on what you do. Just take the link and to the products page and send it out to people via text message. It'll open up. They'll see the products. They order them. You've written in your rep number, which is your cell phone number, and you get the credit for their purchase, and we send you your percentage as having been a prosperity partner that simply shared the good news. You don't have to think. It's so simple. It doesn't get any better
And you don't
than
get that on Etsy or Amazon or any of the others either.
Absolutely
Think about that
not.
when you're shopping.
Yes, I mean, you don't have to deal with inventory. You don't have to deal with anything. Just sending a link to people you know, and just encourage them.
Already do.
Yeah, but you already, I mean, you're texting all day anyway. Oh, hey, check this out. This might be something you need. You know, when you're going on that trip, hey, you should get this bag. Oh, you know, girl, you always out in public. You probably want to get this tiny warmer, you know, because that'll kind of keep you sanitized,
Right?
you know, warm.
Right.
I mean, all kinds of, and we're going to be continually offering products, and you might even suggest to us some products as well. Some of your friends in business, and as a prosperity partner, you can also help your friends in business by giving them an opportunity to promote their products and services on the Female Solution. You can send them that link to our advertising page, and once again, you get paid a percentage for them choosing to promote their product or service on the Female Solution. And all you did was send a text message. Doesn't get any better than that. Money going straight to your account for just sending a text message. You don't have to be tech savvy, just know how to punch buttons on your phone. Real simple, because you're doing it anyway.
And we know how to do that very well.
We know how to do that very well.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Naeem. Anytime you send a text, you just think about how many texts you send in the course of a day.
Yes.
That you get nothing back from.
Yes.
But maybe a smile or a little chuckle here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you send that text out, just think about how many people you could be helping that you know really need help.
Yes.
And afraid to step out on their own.
Yes.
So it's really a blessing in disguise.
It's absolutely a blessing.
Ooh.
We always say our philosophy is always, we can solve all the world's problems. All we have to do is share. So that's what we're doing. We're sharing the prosperity. We're sharing the products that can make life better. We're sharing opportunities. We're sharing new inventions. We're sharing things that other people have come up with in their creative mind that actually enhances life. So we're sharing the creativity of other people, and everybody wins. That's how.
Bottom line, we are sharing freedom.
Yes.
Oh, I love that, sharing freedom. Ooh.
Yes, sharing freedom. Because just think, if you shared this link, say to 50 people, and 30 of them buy something, and you look up and you've got money in your bank account, and you didn't do anything but press a few buttons. It took you maybe a couple of minutes. Now, how is that for making an income and not having to spend all those hours driving to work and sitting at a desk or standing on your feet and being aggravated about traffic and trying to find parking and all that, waiting on a bus and all the aggravation of a job? You can begin to build an alternative income for yourself so that at some point you can enjoy your leisure time, get that travel back, so you can go on to Jamaica and enjoy the heat in the wintertime. That's what you want to do.
Amen. Amen. I'll sip a cup of tea to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, then you know what? With this, we have more time with our kids. We can stay home.
Yes.
And then, you know, when we always complain, they say, you know, those kids, why they have trouble? You know what? Because their parents have to work 2 or 3 part, you know, the minimum wage job to support them. And then they have no time to spend with the kids, which the kids need.
Yes.
You know, the kids, sometimes they prefer the time with their parents than any Christmas presents.
That's right.
And then, you know, so with this way, you can have you don't take a part-time job as some minimum wage. Don't do it, because just be the prosperity partner. Where you are still watching your kids doing homework, send a few texts to your friends and family. Get paid that way, okay? Yeah. Then there's, you know, you should, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone.
That's right.
Time.
That's right.
Your time is while you do business, you are watching your kids doing homework. You spend time with them. You are physically present with your kids. The kids need more, the time with their parents.
Yeah.
That's love. It's not by words. How much say I love you, and then you don't be around them for like 16 hours a day. When you come home, they're in sleep,
and
then you're gone when they're still asleep.
Yeah.
You are exhausted.
Yes.
So it's a trap. The minimum wage job is a trap.
Because you have to keep working so you can, and you're always behind in your bills, so you're always playing catch up, and you never catch up. So that's it's not enough to pay your bills so that you can just stop working for a while. You have to keep working. You never get caught up. So that's not the answer.
Wasn't designed that way.
It was designed that way.
There's no such thing as catching up.
It's no such thing as catching up. It's I think you said it before, Zoe, paid slavery,
Yeah, I said it's a salaried slavery.
Yes,
salaried slavery.
That's all it is.
And then they take your tax. Slavery, at least they don't pay tax, right?
Yeah.
Take tax from you.
Tax for being a slave.
You're taxed being a slave. I mean, that's crazy.
But that's
to me, it's too crazy because you don't have freedom. You thought you get a minimum wage job, you have freedom. No, you don't. You have less freedom than those people because you might end up homeless.
Yes, and you're still working, but you're homeless. And
can you believe that? You are homeless.
But you have a full-time job. But it's not enough to pay for not enough to pay for a roof over your head. But you still got to keep working a job anyway, hoping to save up enough to get yourself an apartment.
Why you can never save enough? Because the tax is supposed to be the part you can actually save. The government take from you.
Yes. So you never have enough.
Can never, with the minimum wage job, you can never be ahead.
You can't. And one thing I've noticed, I think Zelda talked about in Jamaica, you have the local people, they sell all the time. And a lot of places, that's a way of life. People are always selling because that way you can earn what you need if you can see enough people to sell them something. But just being somewhere hour after hour and then you get the same salary no matter how hard you work or don't work, that's not motivational.
Chaos and confusion.
Yeah.
And you know what? Because they only pay you a percentage of your skill. They never want to pay you the full potential of your.
Right.
And that's why you cannot get around. They intentionally keep you say, oh, you're only worth 10% of what you are. And then we pay you as such. And that's the reason I actually left my my job. After I got my first master's degree, I worked as association. It's like it's a middle class life at that time, because I have a master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like, I can do way more because all I need is to work 1 hour a day to do all my job. I have to spend 7 hours to figure out how I'm going to kill the rest of 7 hours. Because I have to show them actually I'm busy. To do what? I read all the newspaper online because they pay me only 1 hour per day.
Right.
And I just say, this is it's a waste of my time.
How many people sit up for a good portion of their day at work trying to look busy because you're being paid for your time, even though you've done all your work? And that's more exhausting than if they would just let you go home when you're done with your work. And one good thing about COVID, people were able to work from home and get their work done and still relax in their home. But, even now, companies want you to clock in so they can still monitor the time you spent, as opposed to just saying, okay, we'll just get this work done and then, do whatever you want to do with your time. They still want to control your time, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think they intentionally keep you poor because they just want to pay 1/10 of your work.
Right.
And they occupy all your time.
Yes.
I think, so that's why I feel, I feel they a lot of time people, I feel those, salary employee job is actually a slavery, because they monopolize the most productive time of the day. Then you
Yes.
don't do anything else to
Yes.
advance yourself. And so
Yes.
you get a really bad bargain out of this.
You
And
really do.
Yeah, so 20 over 20 years ago, I decided not to work for anyone. I work myself. You work for myself. You take a little bit risk, but right now with this prosperity partner, you don't even have a risk.
Right.
It's actually you are making money while you are sleeping.
Yes.
And then
yes.
you love texting, right? So that's what you do when you spend time with your kids. You don't regret. I think that the one thing is,
You okay?
for 20 some years, I didn't get a full-time job, except I work for myself, because I spent all my time with my kids.
Yes.
That's one thing I can say, I devote 100%. I enjoyed it the best. And then when you think why your kids are actually turned against you, because you do not spend time with them.
That's right. They resent it. They resent it. They don't care that you made that extra salary. They wanted you to be there. They wanted you to be there for their school assembly. They wanted you to be there for their soccer game. They wanted you to be there when they gave a speech before their class. They wanted you to be there for those special moments, and you couldn't be there because you had to work. And they resent that because they wanted to feel like they were more special. And you say, well, they'll understand. You got to pay bills. But if you can be more creative in your thinking, you don't have to trade your time for money. You can just simply get paid because someone else is spending money buying what they need. That's what a prosperity partner is. You are partnering with us to increase your prosperity. And you don't have to spend more time away from your children. You can actually spend more time with your children, because all you're doing is sending a text message. All you're doing is sending a link to our products page and letting people purchase what they like. And this is so simple. So if you go to www.thefemalesolution.com/products, you'll see all the things that we're going to be promoting here every week on Shop with Zoe. And you'll get a chance, as people realize they see something they need, you get a chance to benefit from them making that purchase because you sent it to them and you shared that information. And your prosperity partner cell phone number. So that'll be on their order form, and you get credit and money in your bank account. Sending it out every week to our prosperity partners. Yes.
And get your children involved. Make them partners.
Wow.
There's a whole lot more of them than it is of us. So.
And they can know what it feels like to be an independent business person. And that might even change their perspective on their future. They can think, wait a minute, I'm selling something and making money? Wow.
Why do I need a job?
What do you need a job for?
Right.
Is it like what the job is actually work for someone else? Why we need to work for someone else and get paid for 1/10 of our talent?
Right.
Why? We have defined our worth, not by someone else. I think that's the freedom we are talking about. Not away from being controlled by someone.
Right. And and I'm not knocking people who have jobs, because somebody's got to do some jobs, because as your business grows, you need to hire people to do things, and that's fine. But you want to hire people who want to do the work that you need them to do. You want people to work for you because they like the work that you're providing for them. You don't want people to come because they hate it, but they don't have any other way of making a living, because they'll come with an attitude and they won't give their best work. So this way you can, as your business grows and you need to hire people to help you do things in your business, you want to be able to select people who love what you do and want to be a part of your business. Not the people who hate coming to work, resent having to do the job they didn't. That's not what their interest is. You want to surround yourself with people who enjoy their work. So we want to give people an opportunity to make decisions about how they're going to get an income that will give them more time to spend with the people they love. And this is a business that can give you time And then you can pursue the kind of career that you really want to do, and you'll be happy. Now, Viada's got a question. She says, my son works at home 2 to 3 days a week, which gives him more free time, even though he's employed by a large corporation. If the benefits are good, what is an option worth considering? Okay. And if you've got the job with benefits, and that's something that you like, we don't say throw that out the window if it's something you like, but you also want to have a way to continue to earn a living, even when you decide to retire, or if you want some extra income to get another purchase, whether it's a second car, or remodel a room in your home, or whatever it might be. You don't want to have to measure it by how much time you have to work before you can do the thing. You want to be able to do the thing because you have a way of getting an immediate cash flow without having to spend the time that it usually takes to get a paycheck. And that's the benefit of the kind of business that depends not on time spent, but on people purchasing. And, you're sitting with a cell phone in your hand and a list of how many contacts. You're just punching buttons, and then you're getting paid.
And also, like we were talking about the younger people, we should, a lot of people in certain neighborhood do not have the same access to a part-time job that other neighborhood has. And as a teenager, they need to be able to feel they are growing up, that they have something to make money for themselves, so they can buy things they like. So I think when we're in Turkey, or in I saw in Egypt, there are people like 8 or 10 years old kids selling things on the street.
Yes.
And then we should teach our younger people too. They don't sell drugs that get them into trouble and locked up and then ruin the rest of their life.
Right.
They can sell these things. They can make their own, allowance.
Right. Right.
I don't give, and I barely ever give my son allowance, because when he reached 16, he had his own part-time job.
Wow. And
so this is their own part-time job. They can sell to, their friends and families, or their friends. Hey, I'm doing this, as my work study program, that we can sort of work their study program.
Right.
And I'm rewarded. And then can you help me? So it has the kids using a positive way to make a living and build their own a sense of accomplishments, rather than join the gang and do something else.
That's right. It's a healthy alternative, and it makes a lot of sense. Viada wants to know, how long will you be in Orlando? Because I guess she wants to hook this up.
I will talk to her directly after the show. I will talk to her directly.
Yeah, we'll make sure we hook you all up. We're going to take one last quick break, and then we'll be right back and let you know what you can expect more of in the future. We've got some more products coming in, and you want to be ready to be a prosperity partner, because we're bringing in things that you will need and others will need as well. So you might as well get paid. We'll be right back after this quick break. So stick and stay. Don't stray away. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're 3 Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also 3 sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms.
And we are so excited to bring this opportunity to anyone who's desiring an extra income, and all transactions are electronic. If you don't have a Zelle account, set one up, because the way the world does business has changed. And you might have gone to a lot of businesses where they don't even accept cash anymore. It's either, your card or, electronic payments. A lot of older people are a little bit nervous about that. But again, it's part of the transition that our culture has made. People are doing business over distances. Money is being transacted over distances, and people are buying and selling in not only in other neighborhoods and other cities and states, but other countries. And so we need to be able to send currency electronically. So be a part of the 21st century when it comes to commerce, and be able to receive payment, because it's going to be sent to you electronically. We're sending it out each week. So get a Zelle account, make sure that you can receive the money that you've earned by sharing the availability of these products. And Zelda says, an 8-year-old in Jamaica escorted me to his mom's booth where I purchased bracelets. Train up a child. That's right. Yes. Get your children involved in your business. They can share things, and you'd be surprised when your children speak up, because people respond to children. And if you'd be surprised when your children see how easy it is, like Zoe was saying, they can see you promoting and selling and getting paid through something that is helpful to people. And so they won't be lured to the streets to sell something that is unhelpful to people. So we want to set that example that business is something you can do legally and safely, and you can benefit yourself and others with a product that is good for people. And these are products that people need all over the world. So the world is your marketplace.
Exactly. I think because that's how children lives and learn in the rest of the world, except in America.
Yes.
If you go to any country, you see young kids helping their parents in the marketplace, being, they open a restaurant or selling. I was tricked by a teenager kids, to pay $75 for a very expensive tea in Turkey. But it's very good. I mean, I can share with you, but it's very expensive fruit tea, very good. But the thing is, you actually teach the young people the correct way to make a living, rather than the ones that are actually against law almost in any country. So I think that we need to teach our kids how the rest of the world lives, rather than how your neighborhood lives, because those neighborhoods, if they have some issues, you have to take your kids out of the neighborhood.
Yes.
You go to another country, just I think for the kids' sake, take them away from the bad influence. And actually, there's an old saying in China that it was like almost over 2,000 years ago. Like the mother find the kids in a neighborhood that has some bad influence. The mother moved 3 times to bring the kids, keep the kids away, from that bad influence in a good neighborhood with healthy neighborhood. So that's what the parents need to do. And then it's our job to expose our kids to positive influence, positive cultures, that actually going to be give them a healthy life. We don't want our kids grow up dead or in jail. None of them, when we give birth to a child, that we plan a future for them to do that.
Right.
So, and then when the kids, at before 18, they cannot live on their own. So it's our job to protect them from the bad influence. If things going wrong in the neighborhood, take them out of the neighborhood.
Yes.
We don't do it. It's our fault. It's parents' fault to keep them to be surrounded by violence or something. Okay. I know, there are people who want to rebuild the neighborhood, but not at the kids' expense.
Right.
So it's our precious lives, and we do not waste them in jail or a cemetery. That's not where they belong.
That's
the
right.
kids are supposed to live there into their 70s or 80s or 90s, not in their 20s.
Right.
So if they are in jail by 20s, that it means something wrong. Either society is wrong or our parenting wrong. That I could easily keep, with my business, I could easily keep my son in the rural Wisconsin, but I decided to bring him back to Chicago to see the real world.
Yeah.
That's a shelter life, but I think as the real world, what it look like. So as a parent, it's our job to find the right place for them to grow up.
That's right. It's our responsibility. And Zelda says, teach, Zoe. That's right.
Yeah. So that part of responsibility is on us, as mothers in particular. As mothers. And then, mothers, we can raise our kids without a man in a healthy way too. We can be financially independent by get your own jobs. For the last 80 years, I never worked for someone because I want to be with my kids.
Yes.
I don't want the time away. I want to be on-call mom, which I have been for 18 years. I'm an on-call mom. It'd be 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 12 o'clock if it's 6, I will go pick it. I don't need to report to my boss, I have to go. I don't feel bad about that. I will feel bad if I cannot be with my son when he needed me.
Yes.
So as a mother, we can do it when we work for ourselves.
Yes.
God gave us this strength.
Yes.
The pain we give birth to our child. God trained us to do that. So we can be much stronger than men because they've never been through that pain.
That's right.
Okay?
Right.
So we can do it.
That's in itself. Yes. So mothers, if you want to spend more time with your children, be a prosperity partner, and you can see money coming to your bank account as you spend time with your children. That's what you want to do. Well, it's about time for us to go, but we are so excited because we are sharing the opportunity to receive abundance. That's what we do on the Female Solution. So we want to thank you all for watching, and if you listen on Podbean, we appreciate that. Of course, you can go to onair-everywhere.com/on-air-radio-network, the On Air Radio Network, and you can hear uploads of the daily show. And of course, we want you to go to thefemalesolution.com, and you can follow all the hosts on all the platforms. We're on 7 days a week. Come on back tomorrow and join me and my co-host Kareem Hamid and the American Muslim 360 family. We're on 2 different stations as well, and we'll be on Podbean, and we'll be on on-air everywhere.com radio network, and we'll be on Facebook and YouTube channels. So follow us and participate and be a prosperity partner so you can enjoy your
peace and success. A V for victory.
Yes.
Victory
Absolutely.
for women.
That's right. Victory.
You can do it. We can do it.
We can do it together.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time on the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. And remember, next week and every day to shop with Zoe. We'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.